I got everything you need to settle your septic needs right in the back of this truck. Welcome back for part 2 of our aerobic septic system. As you can see, we have it nice and installed here. And if you want to see the results of this video, I need to get 1,000 likes on this video, and I'll come back and give you the results that I'm filming today. Without further ado, here comes the digging. Oh boy, there's some work been done over here, and thought I was gonna have some more time, trying to be careful, but yeah, that's the drain pipe that we're trying to work on here. So I was hoping not to hit it so that we could have a little more time with our laundry and our sink. Something else has come up. It's the wind. The wind is up, so filming outside is not great. So let me show you exactly what we're working with. So this is our laundry line that has the kitchen sink tied in. And when they built my house, after they moved the house from the shop to building my house in the late 70s, they decided to plug the laundry line into the shop's old septic system. So let me show you how far that is. Might be a little windy, so let's just take an adventure. There's a couple of cleanouts along the way. I'll point those out, but I'll show you how ignorant this is. So buried underneath here is an unforetold deepness of a cesspool from, who knows, the 70s, 60s, I don't know, but supposedly it's more than 1,500 gallons. I had it pumped out once and it took the whole truck. To just give you another perspective about how far away this is. So we're back out of the wind. So this has been a pain in my neck ever since we moved in. So for the last 10 years, every 6 months or so, I have to take a 50-foot snake and go from the cleanouts from the house to the medium one, to the intermediate one. And it's an ordeal. And I think there's probably some roots from that tree. It's not a good deal, but this aerobic septic system is going to solve all that problems. If you want to know how that system works and you haven't seen my last video after this one, go check that out. But this is going to be part 2, and we're going to get this done. We're on the clock. We need to do some dishes, and when I got some loads of laundry waiting to go, crunch time is here. I'm going to install a cleanout right up next to the concrete, and I'm going to do a 42 angle, and I'm going to try and get like a, about a 1 inch over 10 feet drop, maybe 2 inch over 10 feet. So yeah, that's where we're at. Got this kind of leveled out, and I was really surprised. It looks like someone came and replaced all of the foundation dirt before they built this house, because usually we start getting into clay and caliche, and it's this gray kind of compacted sand charcoal looking stuff. I don't know, that's definitely not the soil that's native to my lot that I've seen. All right, so we're back out here first thing in the morning. Got the other pipe laid in the ground, and we're going to be doing some digging. So enjoy. So yeah, cue the digging montage music and go.
Cut above the rest. Cut above the rest. Mama, I want your best.
Okay, so we're almost down there. Got a little bucket for test fitting and our 30-inch hole. Just like before, we're starting to experience cleachy dirt, barely. Some of this gnarly stuff, that light colored, at about 60 inches. We did find an old phone cable that runs from the shop to the house. We haven't had a phone in 10 years, so the fun thing about a backhoe is as it comes in here, it has to come in round, so it has a hard time getting a square corner. So I am having to pick this out, and then at least I can scoop up the tailings with the claw. As you've seen, like with a backhoe, it only has a little less than 180-degree sweep. So managing the dirt is a big situation with a backhoe, because I gotta think about where the tractor's gonna be going and where this is, and I have to be able to swing it enough to drop the tailings. Now that they have many excavators out there that are $6,000 to $10,000, rather than having bought a $6,000 backhoe attachment, that might have been a better deal, because a excavator can swing all the way around and dump dirt well out of the way. So pound for pound, that could have worked better, and then I could have had a tractor and an excavator, 2 people doing work, making things go faster. No big deal though. No, not a big deal. It's always fascinating to me to see the past revealed by digging, to see that they had to do some kind of fill on this backside to bring that yard level up, I guess. Because this is the classic dirt, topsoil, clay, and then that has that gray tailings. So fascinating stuff to me. I don't know if that's the kind of thing you want to hear on an instructional video, whatever this is, but I'm gonna keep chucking around, getting back to some montage, and go. Start this out slow. We're going to test our drain, make sure we have good flow, and then we'll test our pump, make sure the arm doesn't get wrapped up in the cords and the hoses. I have some zip ties on that, and we're just going to go to a garden hose first. First, I need to waste about 80 gallons of water. But here is our initial first water coming in. Now we can start working on the riser lengths, so we can cut these barrels down to size for the risers. We're gonna do a test with the laundry and the sink on at the same time for full capacity, and we're gonna break over from this tank to the secondary tank, and we'll see how the water flows out. See if we have enough head pressure. Just now starting to get some water into the third tank. maybe went a little fuller than I wanted to. It basically used the whole gallon all the way up to the infill, but it did kick on, it did shut off. It had enough pressure to spray a mist, so hopefully we got a good enough pump to run some sprinkler heads. All right, so this is gonna wrap up part 2, and if you want to see how this thing works and my finalized touches, give us that 1,000 likes and prepare for the next video to see how this worked, how it didn't work, and all your questions will be answered. See you on the next video for part 3, the testing.